I am going to teach you articles. See, in English language, there are three articles. They are ye, ya, and da or the. Da is sometimes pronounced as the. So these three, ye, yang, and da or the are called articles in English language. Then what do you mean by ye and am? Among these three, first of all I have to tell you about these two. Ye and am mean one. O-N-E, one. If I say there is a book, it means that there is one book. If someone says there is an ant, that means that there is one ant. Okay, so a and an mean one. Then when should we use a? When should we use am? And when should we use the or the? See, let us take yan first. If you know where you have to write yan, you will automatically come to know where you have to write ye. Okay? See, ye and an are written before singular countable nouns. You should get this word. Singular countable nouns. There are two types of nouns in English: countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns refer to those things that can be measured or counted. Measured, I mean counted on your fingers. For example, take a car. You can count the number of cars. You can say there are 2 cars, there are 3 cars, there are 4 cars. So car is a countable noun. Okay? And there is a second group of nouns. This second group is called uncountable nouns. Take a sugar, for example, S-U-G-A-R, sugar, right pronunciation. Can you say there are 2 sugars? Take money, M-O-N-E-Y. Can you say there are 2 monies? There are 3 monies. Can you say they like this? You can't say. Money is an uncountable noun, but car is a countable noun. Here, ye and an are written before singular countable nouns. First of all, that noun should be a countable noun. Means it should be something like car, book, bag, cat, man. It should be a countable. And before that countable noun, you can write ye or am. Of course, that countable noun should be referring to just one person or one animal or one thing. For example, you cannot say there are 10 cats. That is wrong, because a 10 is a different number. Okay? That should be a singular countable noun, means there should be only cat. There is a dash cat. Then you will get there is a cat. Understand? So cat is a singular countable noun. 10 cats is not a singular countable noun. Understand? So that is the first condition. Then where should you write van? Okay, now you have understood that ye or an should be written before singular countable nouns. Then where should we write am and where should we write a? An should be written before those singular countable nouns which start with a vowel sound in English. There are 20 vowel sounds in English. These 20 vowel sounds in English can be compared to the Telugu Achulu sounds. Of course, all Telugu Achulu sounds are not equal to English vowel sounds. Okay, let me tell you the 20 vowel sounds of English. Okay, a, e, o, I, u, e, I, O, O, L, Ow, Ya, 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 Ua, Oi. Okay, etc. So, before, if the first sound of a singular noun, singular countable noun, is one of these 20 sounds. Let me repeat this sentence. When the first sound of a singular countable nouns is one of these 20 vowel sounds in English, use yan before it. Now I am going to write one word here. That is yan. All of you pronounce the word ant. What is the first sound? Don't look at the letter. We have nothing to do with the letter here. Look, you observe the first sound. What is the first sound here? Ya, represented by this symbol. And it is equal to this sound in Telugu. This is the only Hallulu sound which is considered a vowel sound in English. Okay? Ya. This is there in the list of the vowel sounds in English. To say in other words, it is a vowel sound, simple. It is a vowel sound. This is what you have to observe. First of all, you need to pronounce that singular countable noun. Then you have to observe the first sound. And if that first sound is a vowel sound, like in this case, then you write an. So it's always an and. You cannot say there is a and. It's always wrong. There is an and. Because in and the first sound is a vowel sound. Now I am going to write another one. You tell me whether you should write a or an. See, if you don't write an in that blank, you will write a. Before a singular countable noun, if you do not write an, what will you write? A. So now observe this. What should I write? Should I write a bat or an bat? A bat. Why should I write a? What is the first sound in bat? The first sound in bat is represented by this symbol. This is equal to ba in Telugu. It is not a vowel sound. So I cannot write an in the blank here. What should I write? Or what can I write? Only a. I cannot write an here. I cannot write, I mean I should not write. I should not write an here. I should write only a here. Okay. Next, now I am going to write some words on this board. You tell me whether I should write a or an in the blank. First one. Igloo. An igloo or a igloo? Remember the vowel sounds by comparing them to your Telugu Achulu sounds plus ya sound in Telugu. So the first sound is e. So an igloo. E is there in Achulu, Telugu Achulu sounds. Igloo, an igloo. Next one. I. An I. Next one. Rat. A rat or an rat? A rat. Next one. SP. Not SP. It is not ya sound. It's not a consonant sound. It is SP. A. SP. Now, an SP. Next one. Dash. SBI account. How to pronounce this, you know? Yes. SBI account. Now, an SBI account. An SBI account. Next one. Dash honest man. H is a silent letter here. An honest man or a honest man? An honest man, because H is a silent letter and the next sound, I mean the very first sound is O. O. So an honest man. An honest man. Next one. University. No. You need to observe the first sound I said, not first word, first letter. What is the first sound here? U. Is it there in the list of the vowel sounds in English? Not there. Then a university. A university. So like this, let me give you an owl, an owl building, an old man, an engineer. Next, a building, a house. An hour, H-O-U-R, H is a silent letter. An hour. Okay, next, like this. So we use an apple. Next, an hour. Next, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, etc. Right. Coming to the definite article. Definite article. The or the is called the definite article. Okay, the or the. Here, the is the pronunciation we use for this word when the first sound of the word which comes after this starts with a vowel sound. Same way, vowel sound. If the first sound of which is of the word which comes after THE is a vowel sound, pronounce THE as the. Otherwise, pronounce it as the. That's why we have to say the and. Because in and the first sound is a vowel sound. The and, the igloo, the engineers, but the doctors, the teachers, the universities. Understand? Right. There are many contexts in which the definite article the or the has to be used without fail. Okay? The first context is before the names of religious books. Religious books. You all know the names of religious books. Bible is the name of a religious book. Bhagavad Gita is the name of a religious book. Ramayana is the name of a religious book. Quran is the name of a religious book. Adi Granth is also the name of a religious book. So, before the names of these religious books, you should use the definite article the or the without fail. Let me show you. Ramayana. What is the first sound in Ramayana? Ra. So now you have to write a definite article the before it, and you should pronounce THE as the. Because in Ramayana the first sound is Ra. So say or pronounce it as the Ramayana. Never say Ramayana or never call it Ramayana. It is only the Ramayana. The Ramayana is my favorite book. The Ramayana is a holy book for the Hindus. Always use the word the or the definite article the before Ramayana, because Ramayana is the name of a religious book. And the other examples are the Bible, the Quran, the Adi Granth. See, I am pronouncing THE as the this time. Because in Adi Granth, what is the first sound? Ah. Okay? So, the Adi Granth. Right. That is the first rule. Remember, before the names of religious books, important religious books, use the definite article the or the without fail. Done. Now the second context. before the names of newspapers. Okay? Before the names of newspapers, use the definite article the or the without fail. Okay? The Hindu. Examples include the Hindu. You all know very well. You might have seen the Hindu newspaper many times. What is the heading of that newspaper? What is the name of that newspaper? Is it Hindu or the Hindu? The Hindu, because it is the name of a newspaper. The Hindu. The Indian Express. The Indian Express. Of course, in British English, Express is pronounced as Express. That is another point. The Indian Express or Express. The Deccan Chronicle. The Times of India. The Enadu. The Sakshi. The Varta, etc. Okay? Before the names of newspapers, definite article the should be used without fail. Next one. Before anything about which both the speaker and the listener know, or you should write the definite article the before that particular thing about which both the speaker and the listener know and are talking about. For example, a husband may ask his wife, have you closed the door? The door. Observe this point. The door. What do you mean by the door in this sentence? He said or he asked, have you closed the door? She won't ask which door. She will simply go there and close the door. Here the door refers to the door of their house. Is that clear? The door of their house means the speaker, the husband knows about which door he is saying. And the wife means the listener also knows about which door her husband is